not going to post billboards saying, oh my God, this person talked to me. It's not going to be that bad. So don't build it up in your mind to be that bad. Just don't. That person that you have on your list, on your Frank's list, that you know will be an amazing ambassador, get them. Go get them before somebody else does. You call them up and you tell them, girl, I have been thinking about you because I know you've seen all my posts, and I know that you will rock this. I know that one, you're going to love the products, but two, you are going to rock this business, and it will give you the ability to do everything that you've dreamed. It will enable you to go travel the world. It will enable you to give to others and do that charitable work you've always wanted to do. It will enable you to get out of that 5-day-a-week, 60-hour-a-week job so that you can be home with your family, doing trips with your family, making memories with your children before it's too late. Okay? Call those people. Do not be afraid. Operate like a diamond. Okay? If you keep that at the forefront of your brain, not, I'm just a silver ambassador, you know, what's the big deal? No. You might be a silver ambassador now, but you operate like a diamond, and guess what? You'll be a diamond. There were so many people there, that they had started, and within a year or less were jewels. Within a year or less, like one person was just a little over, I think it was 16 months, and she was a diamond. How crazy is that? I mean, they were laughingly calling it gangster money when you reach Sapphire, because you're making over $250,000 a year. I don't know about you, I've never made $250,000 a year and never thought I would. But you know what? Now I can. And it's all up to me. It's not up to my upline. It's not up to my downline. It's not up to anybody but me to make that decision and make it happen. Okay? That's the other thing. That was the other big takeaway from there, is it's your business and it's up to you. You cannot blame anybody else. If you're not doing your IPAs, your DMOs, reaching out, doing what you know needs to be done, you know it needs to be done because you started doing it when you first started with Plexus, right? We made our list. And we started contacting all those people because we were so excited. And then you start to see it and you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of relax. No, you can never relax. That's the one thing. And if you think any of those jewels are relaxing, even though it looks like it on Facebook, that they're just hanging out with their peeps and going out and doing stuff, no, they're not. They have their timetable and they're getting it done. That doesn't mean to say that they don't have that time to do that. They do. And that's the amazing thing about Plexus, is you work it when you want to work it. You fit it into your schedule. But let me tell you what, it's daily. It's every single day. Okay? All right. So operate like a diamond. Consistency. Consistency, just like we talked about, in everything. Taking your product and all of your working that you need to do with Plexus. Boldness. Be bold. Not one of those diamonds, not one of those jewels was a shy person. There were people that were very humble, but if they were shy, they've pushed through. I met a couple that said they are people that don't like to go out. They like to stay in their house. They don't particularly like to meet new people because it's very intimidating for them. But you know what? They saw the opportunity and they saw that diamond in the distance and they pushed through that shyness and they pushed through that feeling and they were bold with everybody they came in contact with. Your income producing activities, they said those are key. They do them, every single one of them does them every single day. And focus and time management. Okay, so that for me, especially right now, is something that I'm struggling with. Not my focus. Well, yeah, my focus. There's a lot going on between moving and packing, and we've got a trip coming up and all of that. But also time management and time blocking. Because in my head, I have a plan, but it all goes to heck right about 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know about you guys. I have it in my head as a plan. So we'll talk about those too. So you will have to sacrifice. You will. You'll have to sacrifice to build and achieve. No one successful gets there without sacrifice. Not one person. Now, whether that sacrifice is TV time, parties, going out, kid time, you know, you might have to miss some of those sports things. This does not mean that you have to. Nobody has to do this. This is your business. You don't have to sacrifice anything if you don't want to. But those people that are successful have learned they do have to sacrifice. You do have to make those choices just as you would with any other job. but on a different scale, because a lot of times you can work it around your schedule. But sometimes there are meetings that, I get the messages all the time, oh, that's during dinner time. Well, I'm sorry, that's during my dinner time too. But you kind of have to, it's one dinner out of 7 during the week. You have to pick what is important to you. To me, it's building my business so that I can be home with my kids and not having to pay daycare, not having to send them off to people that I don't know to take care of, not having to miss those moments with them. I would rather have them home and be doing those moments and getting up an hour early and staying up 2 hours late and working during their nap time, and sometimes having to go, hey guys, you're having dinner with dad. So that I can go work my business. And they, as 2 little girls, see that mommy is serious about this. Mommy is working and she's doing what's great for our family. Right now, daddy has to go outside of the home, and he works hard, just about 12 hours a day between the drive and everything else. So we all have to make those sacrifices, whether it's a job outside or whether it's a job in the house. And if you're doing both right now, it is a huge sacrifice. I understand that. But you have to work it into your nooks and crannies. So think, when can I do that? Should I get up an hour before so that I can do my IPAs and my DMOs? Or stay up 2 hours late? Whatever works better for you. For me, it's both right now. Okay? And it is at home when it's quiet and I can do the work. That's why a lot of you get messages at weird times of day. Okay, and change is inevitable, right? Nothing is written in stone but change. So change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So change is going to happen whether you want it to or not. It's up to you whether you grow with it, change with it, and be successful with it. It's totally up to you. That's a choice you have to make. All right, so the first things that we learned in the Gold training was train your ambassadors how they want to be trained. Not how you want to be trained, not how you want to train them, but how they want to be trained. So what does that look like? What motivates them? Is it extra time? Is it extra money? Is it having fun? Is it being charitable? So gear your training towards them. Do they like to be trained face-to-face? On the computer? Do they like emails? Do they like texting? Do they like regular phone calls? And that's all something that while we're doing those 3-way calls is something to ask them. Are you interested in working this business? And a lot of people say, not yet, I want to see. That's where we're checking back in with them and asking them, because later on down the line when they say yes and you go, oh great, look at the team pages. No, they haven't been trained. We need to train them, and we need to look at the best way that they need to be trained and have them reach out and have them not be intimidated to reach out to us. They're not wasting our time. This is what we're here for, right? So connect with your new ambassador with your welcome email. We all send our welcome email, and it's just very important that within that welcome email, you're telling them, I'm going to be doing this 3-way call if we haven't already, and if you'd like to work the business, let's talk about how you learn best, and then we'll gear your training towards that. Okay, the big push that they're going to be coming out with is new training materials, and they're also going to have this amazing thing that's a roadmap. So as you hit each rank, so like ambassador to silver, they'll have a roadmap how to get you silver. As you hit silver, you'll get a roadmap of how to get gold. And it's IPAs, training materials, videos, all sorts of things. It's going to be an amazing tool for all of us. Because a lot of times you hit it and you go, I guess I'll just keep doing the same thing, but I'm assuming I might need to do more. Because as you get higher up in the ranks, as you go from silver to gold to senior gold to ruby to senior ruby and all that, you're going to have more people under you. So your role is going to change a little bit. Your IPAs will still remain the same, but you're going to have to start becoming more and more of a leader. And this is going to train you how to do that. And what does that mean? What does it mean to be a leader? What does it mean for you to be a leader? Because everybody's a leader in a different way, right? Okay, so the other thing is, you want to tell them, I want you to get out of your business what you want to get out of your business. So what might that be? What do you want to get out of this? Is it to pay for your products? Is it to stay home with your kids? Is it to put away a nest egg? Is it to make more money than you ever thought you could? So that you can retire your husband, you can pay for your parents' house, you can travel the world if you want to with your children. What is it you want out of this business? And then you gear it towards that. Okay, During the 3-way call, you're going to want to go over their why. Why did you join Plexus? Why are you buying Plexus? What is your why? And you're going to help them flesh that out. If they already know they want to work the business, you're going to help them with leading questions. What is your why? Your why should make you emotional. It should make you passionate. And it should make you excited. Okay? And then also during the 3-way calls, that is a great opportunity for them to hear your upline story, because they pretty much probably already know your story, but do they know your upline story? And then that gives them an even deeper sense of what Plexus is and what their team is about. And then as they're getting to know more people, then they'll start to see more testimonies and what is everybody else's story. That's what's so amazing about those Diamond documentaries, is you do get to hear a lot of people's stories, and that's great. And what are their hopes and dreams with Plexus? And then have them write it down. It's great that they're saying it to you on the phone, but then go, hey, write that down. Write that down and post that next to your computer, on your mirror, whatever, so that you don't ever forget that why. And of course, as we've talked about before, and as you know, your why is going to evolve and your why is going to change, and that's fine. Revisit it often. Get that passion fired up. You know, think about it. Think about it on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. You know, have it be part of your mental checklist as you're going to sleep or as you're waking up. What is your why? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting so much time and effort into this? Okay, and then your goals. You want to, you know, we're always talking about goal setting, and you know, a lot of times I get the feeling everybody goes, yeah, goal setting, whatever. No, you're goal setting. So you should have daily, weekly, monthly, even further along goals. But you want to start backwards. So you want to start with your big goal. What's your big goal? Big goal's Diamond. Okay. Draw it back a little bit from that. What's your next goal? So my next goal is Ruby. So then I'm going to work it back from that. To get to Ruby, what's my monthly, weekly, and daily goals? And you want to write those down. And that's going to change as you evolve. But if you write the goals down, they are attainable, they are doable, and they are achievable. But you also want to look at, you know, my goal isn't to be Diamond in 2 months. It needs to be realistic. It needs to be a realistic goal. But you also shouldn't make your goal so small that it's too easy to achieve and you're not pushing yourself. You need to push yourself past what you think you can do. Okay, I think I can add 2 ambassadors this month, personally sponsored. My goal is 5. Why? Because we need to push ourselves past it. Aim very far, and even if you don't make it to that really far goal, you're so much better off than you would be if you didn't even try, right? So that's a lot of what I would hear about the convention contest. You know, I thought when they started that months ago that there was no way I would achieve what I could. You know, I didn't even think I would get anything out of the contest at all. And lo and behold, I got pretty far in that contest. I was amazed. And then because I participated, and that's the other thing, always participate. So many of those contests, ad ones, all the different ones, I know there's a lot of them, but it's really worth your time to pay attention to them and get involved. Because that Black Tie Gala, there were only 3 of us that participated, and I got it. You know, if it had been her team's over 5,000 strong, and there were a lot of people from her team at convention, so you can't tell me maybe somebody didn't pass me up in that convention contest, but they didn't participate, so guess what? I got it. So participate. Enter everything. Comment on everything. That's how you're going to learn. That's how you're going to get fired up, and that's how you're going to win all these great incentives, right? Okay, so your goals. Just think of SMART, S-M-A-R-T, SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. And then write them and post them. Consistency is key. Look for those goals. All right, and then your Franks list. Everybody knows your Franks list. I challenge you to this week, go write a new Franks list. Some of us who have been doing this for a while, we need to write it down again. I just started mine. I'm on each page doing friends, Franks, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, and something else. I forget the S, but I'll look it up. So write those down, revisit it, look at this list, contact 5 people from your list that you have not contacted every single day. Contact 3 people that you have